Greetings and salutations. My name is Schwahn, and today we are checking out Xenogears, and we're doing it for a very specific reason. One, I've never played Xenogears before. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And two, because there was a recent investor call or earnings call or like board member, shareholder meeting or whatever you want to call it. Rich people talking to rich people about rich people stuff over at Square Enix. And one of the things that they talked about was, are we going to keep remaking games? Because they recently released the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 pixel remasters, and those games were received exceptionally well and did really well in sales. And so the cost versus the return of investment was really high. And so the people that are, interested in making a whole lot of money on top of the whole lot of money they already have are like, hey, we were able to do this. Is there a way we can do it more? And one of the people specifically asked about that, and they said specifically, I would love to play Xenogears. And the Square Enix executive gave like a non-answer of like, well, we're always looking for new avenues and ways that we can look at making more money. And if that means bringing more games to the present time, then of course that's something that we will do, or whatever the fuck they said, right? Useless, nothing answer. But one of the shareholders at the meeting that was able to have this question that was asked, they said that they wanted Xenogears. And it's like, all right, well, Xenogears is also a game that a lot of people want. Now, with Xenogears, though, I have a lot of questions about if this is possible, okay? Because Xenogears is part of the Xeno franchise, which is Xenogears, Xenosaga 1 through 3 for the PlayStation 2, and then those people went on to make Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3, X, Future Connected, and so on, right? And so I don't know if Square Enix actually owns whole rights to Xenogears to where they could just make a new one if they wanted to, but maybe they could. I don't know, but that's a question for the people at the associated companies and not necessarily for me to answer. But I never got around to playing Xenogears. When I was young, my brother did have a PlayStation 1, and that's where I played Final Fantasy 7 on, as well as a couple other PlayStation 1 games, but our library was exceptionally small, and I just played a ton of Final Fantasy 7, because when that game came out, that was the coolest thing I had ever seen in my entire life. So this just flew by. I played a ton of RPGs on the GameCube because that was the first, I played a lot on the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube because those were systems that were actually mine, that got to be in my room and stuff like that. So we're going to check out two things for Xenogears today. That is the actual trailer for Xenogears and then the opening movie. So let's go ahead and see. We'll see what this looks like. It's old. Trying to find these trailers is always questionable. Oh man, look at that old PS1 CG. Looks so good. It's crazy what they did with what they had back then. It was just straight brawling. What is going on gameplay-wise? Because it looks like a freaking mech fighting game, but I thought it was just like a turn-based RPG. Of course, maybe they grabbed the more cinematic moments of the combat. So here's the PS1 opening movie. It's not a small boy. It's not a small boy. Oh, shit. That's it. That's the whole thing. Turns it off. That's the transition to the main menu. Hello? How long do you sit on the main menu for? There you go. Okay. New game. Thank you. Slapped his baby through an emulator. Of course, an emulator probably wouldn't help this at all. This is all probably just like a movie file that is being played off of the disc. Who did the music for this game? Jesus. I realize it's a spaceship, but it's a big boy.
This is an emergency. Level 1 alert. Omega 1 restarting. Alpha 1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement. Base code 85 million. 100
That's
million.
a face hugger.
Its speed is overwhelming. Alpha 1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected. Activating emergency shelter. Denied. Contamination is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger. Activating self-destruct bolts. Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega 1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed, and its phase space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha 1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EZ061. The main planet.
Damn. So they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room. Engine.
They're dead. You shall be something.
See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is complete. I am evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
Yes, calm and orderly evacuate the spaceship. Oh. You shall... Damn it. You shall be as gods or something like that. You gonna smoke a cigarette? Oh. That actually looks like the game. Like, that's probably like the game screen. Oh no, we still got a little bit of anime going on in here. It's like they definitely kind of looked like some of the sections of Square Enix's previous work. Are you the bad guy? Are you the villain that survived the crash because you're like a bunch of code or some shit? Are you made out of weird DNA that the ship, like, rebuilt for some strange reason? I admittedly was not able to keep up with a whole lot of, like, what was going on. There was, like, a weird, amorphous, alien, face-hugger-looking thing. They're talking about DNA being rewritten, but then it ended up being, like, a computer virus. So maybe it's, like, a synthetic, like, bio... Xenogears... Xenogears intro explained. Oh, man. That's funny. No, I will sit in my own confusion. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot from that, but it was cool. And honestly, I thought I had a relative idea about Xenogears. I don't. I have no idea. I have not a single clue. Between this trailer making me question whether it's a turn-based RPG or not, and then that intro going like, I don't know, maybe we're dealing with some sort of like a bio-robot stuff. Don't know. Not going to be able to know unless I play the game or unless someone feels like explaining it to me. But who knows? Maybe we'll get a Xenogears remake. I don't think that that's happening anytime soon. Both because we've not heard any rumors. There's been no leaks. It wasn't part of the GeForce leak. Nothing about a Xenogears remake or remaster or re-release has really been anywhere. And I don't know if it's because the game wouldn't do well or if it's because of what I talked about in the intro of rights issues. Because it could be that who knows where the rights to Xenogears are. It was made by Squaresoft. They're Square Enix now, but then Xenosaga ended up being a work between like parts of like 3 different companies because like Bandai Namco was involved and so was Monolith Soft, or I don't even know if they were called Monolith Soft at the time, and then like Sega's got a hand in it, but it was on the PlayStation, and I think there was things that were used from Square Enix, and now that whole thing is why we still haven't seen anything about Xenosaga HD Trilogy. Give me Xenosaga HD Trilogy, please. And now Monolith Soft is like I think they're just owned by Nintendo, and they're just working on Xenoblade Chronicles now, as well as helping with projects like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So, unfortunately, I don't know if this is something that we will ever see, but it'd be cool. But you know what we got? We got emulators. You know what emulators can do? They can upscale and they can add in HD textures and stuff. So that just might be the way that this ends up happening. We'll have to wait and see for the future, and we might just be always waiting. But that is an option that's available to you. But that's Xenogears. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you played Xenogears before? Is it something that you played when you were younger? Have you played it more recently? Both, one or the other? How did you feel about it? Put all that down in the comments below. Let me know. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I'm very active on both, and I am now also very active on the 2 new vertically scrolling text-focused social media apps, that being Threads and Blue Sky. I'm on both of those, and so find me on there at Schwahn or at Schwahn_, depending on if my name was taken or not. Hit me up, give me a follow, and let's have a conversation about Xenogears or anything else that fits your fancy. These videos are normally recorded live on stream. I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.